Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over another gun that I got, Obsidian. So I just been racking up a bunch of guns and just trying to get much Obsidian on as many guns as I can at the moment. So obviously I finished all the launchers, you guys already know. And then right now on my SMGs, I have one SMG left at the moment. While the time I'm recording this, I have the Vector left. And then I'll be done with all the SMGs. I'll have Obsidian on every SMG. And then all the Mastery Challenges are going to be done except the Obsidian one, because it requires a lot of headshots, and I was just trying to go through as many guns as I can, so not to focus on headshots as much. But maybe down the line I will probably do it, we'll see. But the P90, obviously, not many people like the P90. Some people actually do. I feel like when it comes to me using that gun, maybe like in core or hardcore, I don't think it's going to be a gun that I'm going to be using. I prefer like the Bison or like the MP5 and stuff like that. There's no reason for me to use the P90 at all. Maybe in Warzone, but I don't see it competing against other SMGs. But overall, I feel like it was just fun to use, just trying out something different for once. But here's the class setup. P90, we'll go into attachments afterwards, and then I used the Renetti pistols. I don't use them in akimbo. I just had some basic setup, but these are the perks I run. Overall, it's just, pretty fun. Just switch it up. Usually I have a riot shield instead of ghost. So instead of ghost, I'll be obviously using overkill to run a riot shield as my secondary, just because on shipment it protects you from spawn trapping a little bit, not too much though. I mean, you're gonna deal with spawn trapping no matter what, especially since it's shipment 24/7 now, and a lot of people are playing that. And glad that they finally bought it back. It's been a cool minute since they actually bought back shipment just 24/7 by itself. And we had shipment and shoe house 24/7 before this week, but I feel like I was just fishing for shipment lobbies the entire time. I wasn't trying to get shoe house at all. I was just going for shipment. If I didn't get shoe house, I'll just back out right before the match starts. It doesn't affect my win-loss ratio at all. So that's what I feel like a lot of people were doing. But I mean, at least they bought it back, so it just satisfies a lot of people in the long run. But it is what it is. Lethal and stem, lethal and tactical, I mean, C4s and stems are just always a requirement for me. It's just something I always run. I don't usually switch it. I mean, it's so rare that I switch it. I usually maybe switch off the tactical for maybe like stuns or gas grenades, but it's always a C4. There's no other reason to run anything else. Maybe if I see a lot of riot shield spam, the only time I would switch it is if like riot shield spam, and then I'll be running thermites instead. But not many riot shield spam, so I'm glad that it hasn't happened. So P90, the class setup I was running to do all these challenges and everything, and just get the whole point of the kills, was monolithic suppressor, 5mm laser, fly trap, sleight of hand, because I feel like the reload is just way too slow. I feel like this is the downfall of the P90, and then stipple grip take. Overall, just a decent class setup. I usually built it for hip firing a lot, just because I would run around hip fire a lot and just be easier to get kills on shipment, especially because I don't need to aim and I can just keep reloading and everything like that. And the monolithic can help with a little bit of extra range, and overall just increases my fire rate too because of sleight of hand and just mobility. Overall, P90 stats are pretty decent. But let's get into the camo. Honestly, it's whatever. I mean, it's gonna be whatever. I'll obviously show some gameplay in the background, maybe of how it looks in game and everything like that. Not too bad. Overall, I feel like Obsidian is just a big grind for it. It's just something that's optional. In the long run, I don't think it's going to be necessary. There's no secret camo at the end. Maybe the master challenges, I feel like some people are actually going for the master challenges because you do unlock a secret calling card, but I don't think anyone has unlocked it yet. Or maybe they have. I haven't seen any videos pop up about it or anything like that, because it's such a long grind. You have to do a lot of things just to get every calling card unlocked. Especially the headshots are going to be the most annoying part, because it's such a big number. I feel like they need to decrease it or something, but I don't think they're going to decrease it anytime soon or even at all. But it is what it is. But obviously to unlock Obsidian, you have to get 15 kills in 150 matches, so not too bad. So if you drop 30 kills in a game, let's say on shipment, you'll get those counts as 2, so instead of just 1. So it doesn't have to be 150 matches. You have to, but is what it is. You can drop as many kills as you want on like shipment or something like that. That's what I would recommend. But shipment is the best way. You can do shoot house, I guess, as well, but it's not for me. Shoot house is just not for me. Maybe you can camp on that wall, but still. But that's the whole point of Obsidian. Just that's what I would recommend. but it's a long grind. I would tell you guys right now, it's a long grind, especially for me, for like all these SMGs. If you guys look at all my check marks, if you look at the mastery challenge and the check marks, I've basically every check mark except the last one. That's the obsidian for headshots. Like you can see, and then obviously I'm still working on the fennec. So look at all these check marks. Like you can see how close I am with all these headshots. I feel like the closest one I'm gonna get is either, let's see, I'm Bison, I'm pretty close with, and then MP5 I'm surprisingly. And then P90 is easy to get headshots. I was actually surprised. P90 is actually a really good gun if you want to get your headshots done. But yeah, so that's the P90. But obviously we have different variants as well. So right now I'm using the mow down variation. We can see underbrush and see how obsidian changes. I don't think it's gonna change that often. Yeah, it's like minor little changes. I mean, you can see like within the little brightness on the little showcase right here. It's minor differences, but it's not a big difference, I'd say. But down the line, I don't know. I would still rock Damascus in some scenarios, and then platinum and gold if you want. But obsidian isn't something that I feel like people flex. It's more of Damascus. I feel like whenever I see people saying, "Oh, he has Damascus," "Oh, he's Damascus," but when it comes down to he has obsidian, or he or she or anything like that, I don't think anybody really cares if someone has obsidian. I feel like it's more of a flex if you have Damascus. And the thing is, I have Damascus on every gun. There's no real reason for me to do it. I still need to make my video about where is it? The Ram 7. I think this was the last gun I got Damascus, so I still need to do that video. I have like a lot of videos planned. I just haven't had time to record in the day. Like I have to pre-record like a lot in one day and then edit throughout the week. But is what it is. I'm just trying to pump out as much content as I can and just help all the new players or any returning players or old players, and just maybe little tips and tricks here and there. But I did upload a co-op video the other day, so be sure to check that because you do get some free stuff just for finishing a little mission. If you're a collector type of thing, I would definitely recommend it. But other than that, I think the video is going to be short, but P90 overall, I think it's a fun gun. But when it comes down to me using it like in other setups, I don't think I'm gonna use it at all. There's no real reason for me to use it or anything like that. I mean, if you guys do like this gun, for sure, I feel like they need to buff it. If anything, I feel like if they want to make this gun viable, in my opinion, I'd say buff the reload speed. There's always like these pros and cons, like, you know, reload speed. I mean, it shoots quick. Don't get me wrong about that. It shoots quick. I love that. It has barely any recoil. But I feel like if it wants to be like actually competing against MP5, MP7, or anything like that, definitely buff the reload on this. I feel like once this reload gets buffed, or if they ever do, the P90 is going to be a god SMG. It's just going to be comparable against. I feel like it'll be actually used in Warzone as well. I don't see people rocking this in Warzone. There's no real reason to. I mean, you can rock this barrel, but this is a stupid barrel on the P90. It does not look like a P90, but you can definitely run this. I mean, I have 3 different variations right here, but there's the different class setups, and the class setup I already showed you guys. So I'll just go over one more time if you guys didn't pay attention. So monolithic suppressor, and I think simple grip take as always because I like the ADS speed, and then the fly strap, more ADS, and then it needs reload. If you guys are gonna be running this gun, for sure run sleight of hand. It's like recommended. And then laser, 5 milliwatt. So the reason I built this, I forgot to go in depth. So it's literally, look, if you look at the cons, pros, hip fire, sprint to fire, and then same thing as stable grip take, sprint to fire, ADS speed, and then fly strap, more sprint to fire. I mean, yes, you can run 4-stack calm, but I don't see the real reason to. Sure, you lose a little bit aiming stability, but I'd rather lose a little bit more aim stability, but also get sprint to fire instead, and then aim walking movement speed, so I get to be more mobile, you know what I mean? So like be hip firing, you're running around hella quick. That's what I kind of like about this class setup. And then obviously there's no point in me ADSing, but I do get extra range from this monolithic suppressor. I mean, if you don't want to run monolithic suppressor and you just want to like run something else, for sure run it, but I just choose monolithic suppressor just because that extra damage range. I mean, you can switch it out and put a barrel, but I feel like when it comes down to that, I think maybe this barrel is like the only good one. Like if we compare it, like compare the stats, I feel like maybe it's like a few little differences, but overall I think the class setup I made, I feel like I'm feel more confident with this class setup. I mean, take off the barrel obviously and then put on the monolithic suppressor back on, but I feel more confident with this class setup. It's just overall I feel like P90, you guys will finish this quick in my opinion. It's just 15 kills in 150 matches, and especially with shipment at the moment, I feel like a lot of people are gonna get a lot of guns obsidian or catch up on their Damascus or get gold on certain guns. It's just overall a good mood, and I feel like it's actually, I'm glad that they bought back shipment 24/7. That's gonna be the only thing I'll be playing, and I don't know what I'm gonna do after all the SMGs. I haven't thought about it. Like I wanted to do snipers, but at the same time, I haven't been sniping at the moment. There's no real reason for me to snipe. But I just been going for obsidian on just many things that I can. So maybe I'll go for obsidian on some of my snipers and just snipe on shipment. So maybe like a Car 98 MK2 hybrid class like I've always been using, and just, you know, get as many kills as I can. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. So don't forget to leave a like on this video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment, let me know what you think of the video, and hopefully we can reach 320 subs. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.